Alright, we are here in the High Halls. Because we got the final audience quest, which opens a new door over here. And here's the thing, we never actually fought a boss in the High Halls. We fought that enemy gauntlet, but now we're gonna fight the actual boss here. Let me just sprinkle a few of these around. Well, okay, I'll just talk to her, whatever. So yeah, the Sentinel thinks Hornet is haunted, so she wants to test our willpower and stuff. So let's do this. So, almost all of Sentinel's moves are some of Hornet's moves, including moves that she doesn't actually have yet. Could have been playing better. But it's really funny that whenever she steps on the tacks, like a whole fountain of cogs just comes spewing out of her, even though it really doesn't make sense. Yeah, I kind of got you cornered there, if I wouldn't just land on you like a dingus. Yeah, as long as you take advantage of double jumps and pogos, she's an overall easy boss. Ironically, she doesn't double damage you like most of the other bosses unless she hits you with the charge attack or the parry attack. Like for most of the fight, if you just stay above her, you'll be safe. Is that when she does that? Almost got it with the claw mirror, in fact. Okay, just don't rely on the silk shot, honestly. Just keep sticking with your strategy. It also doesn't make sense how robots get poisoned. Gotcha, sucker! Okay, well that was the deciding blow, pretty much. So yeah, she's a pretty easy boss. And you can see the dead bodies of the other fallen sentinels in the background. I guess this is their personal graveyard, kind of like how the architects had their own graveyard room. But we're not going to execute the Sentinel because she just wanted to test us, and she did, and now we're going to part as friends. And then we get one of the best charms that will probably replace the Pullet Pouch. It's just like a few feet down. Why do you need to quit warp? Because I want to. So, goodbye, Pullet Pouch. I don't know, maybe I'll put it back on if I feel confident enough. So the Reserve Bind gives you a free heal. And you'll use it up if you don't have enough silk to heal naturally. So that's how that works. So, let's go and claim that last melody. Because we're kind of running out of things to do. So might as well just do this while we're here. So once again, collecting all 3 melodies will lock you out of the Garmin fight in the Whispering Vaults. But we did that fight, so now you can get this with no regrets. Remember, last time I did this, I didn't have the double jump yet, but now I do, because I know how to explore right. See, with the double jump, you can, like, skip so much of this platforming challenge. Like, oh my god, this is actually insane how much I'm skipping. I do need to kill more of you guys, because there aren't very many of you. It'll just be another annoying journal enemy to farm. Oh, now I don't want to farm that one. Yeah. Yeah, it is actually just really easy to skip everything here. You don't need, the claw line if you have the double jump. I just skipped that whole room, basically. Okay, so now we have a little match-em-up puzzle. You want to match these notes as best as you can, basically. I don't think that's lined up properly. I mean, obviously there's this whole thing missing here, so of course it's not lined up properly. So the strategy is... pretty much to get the bottom two matched up as well as you can. It is rather tedious. I mean, yeah, the shoes fit. That also technically works. Perfect. So when you complete a pillar, the entire thing goes in. I did not want to hit that. You know what, we're just going to test that one now. Actually, you know what, I don't really see that one working at all, because there's no bottom part there. I don't know anymore. I'm just gonna start with this top part. I did actually want to hit that one, but whatever. I mean, that top part just looks a little messy, so I just won't do that one. Yeah, see that looks a little bit more firm. In fact, it even connects with this next one pretty well, honestly. So now. Yeah, that works. Perfect. I'm the best. That could be it. I guess for now I'll just roll with this one. In fact, I mean, yeah. I guess that kind of goes up there, so maybe that is accurate. Okay, we'll just leave it like that for now. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, that was perfect. I feel better about that one right now. Like, I mean, this line kind of connects to that dot. Nah, that's not really good. That's not good at all, actually. Like the way that some of these lines just randomly end, it just makes this a little bit more confusing. I don't know, let's just try a different combination. Oh yeah, that one's perfect. That's gotta be the one. And then it kind of leads down into this one pretty well, so we just gotta worry about this one. Okay, yeah, this was just a super easy puzzle. Alright, Light, you served your purpose. I'm gonna just kick you down here for no reason. Yeah, we gotta free those poor silk flies. They're imprisoned. I love it. Free the silk flies! They don't deserve this. And then we're gonna have an epic chorus that totally sounds like Metroid Prime. Okay, gotta hold the button. Oh. Just ruining the song. And another bit of trivia, we did fight a boss in the Cogwork Core. It was the Cogwork Dancers. Because their boss room is located right here inside the core. They're not the boss of Coral Chambers or anything. So yeah, now we are forced to descend this. Which is also very easy. There are no collectibles to find in this little zone because this area will soon become inaccessible. Well, that was disastrous. You just fell to your own doom, you idiot. So with that, we are going to save here at this bench. Yep, the architects who crafted all the machinery, the vault keepers who preserve the history, and the conductors who orchestrate the events. These are the three voices who unite the Citadel. You know, you do not have to hold the button down the whole time. Should actually change my tools around, I forgot. Because the Silk Shot won't really be helpful in this fight. It's kind of hard to use in the previous fight, even. What would help here? We'll just give the snare setter its pretty much last flare. Because after this fight, we're pretty much never going to use the snare setter again. Get the snare its last flare. So yeah, up the elevator. Then we fight Lace in a gorgeous patch of white roses. It's largely similar to the Sentinel fight, honestly, because she even has her own parry attack. The very same parry attack, in fact. Got the sucker. Haha! See, what I'm doing with my snare setter is a setup for things to come. It's excellent foreshadowing. Oh, that was just atrocious, Hornet. That was absolutely atrocious. So yeah, there's nothing of an irritating run back except for this elevator ride. Well, that one missed. Well, I threw the wrong thing down. I meant to put down the snare setter. I just wasted some tacks. Going too far on it. Well, okay, you dodged that one like a pro. Also, there is a wall over here you can cling and then do some cheese strats. So that's a little bit of trivia. Did you just defend from the snare setter? Okay, she can reach you up there. That is very good to know. Okay, snare setter is not good here, actually. And she ruined my reserve bind, even better. Honestly, I was better off, like, not relying on tools for this fight. Yeah, I couldn't even refresh those tools fully because I don't have enough shards, but it doesn't matter. I feel like for the most part I'm just better off not relying on them. I wasted some silk by parrying. I forgot I had the parry equipped. I should try to rely on it. Like this. Yeah, if she's gonna parry me, I'm gonna parry her with her sister's own technique. Ouch. She's really not that hard, though. So yeah, then we learn that she is a being made of silk, and she thinks she's a wasted existence because she's not an organic being, but Hornet tries to tell her she does have a life, but Lace is that depressed of a child and doesn't listen, so now we're going to take her heart. So this is the final of 3 Silk Hearts. We got the other 2 from the Bell Beast and the Unraveled. Better a child spun mad than none. Better a child spun pure than them. From our silk, a child born loyal. So yeah, all the Queen wanted was a loyal child. Also, this, I guess I should say this now, but I don't really like Lace that much at all. Like, she's one of those, you know, tragic characters you're supposed to feel bad for or something, but, yeah, I just don't really vibe with her personality. Feels kind of eh. So yeah, this area we're in now connects to Terminus, which was the center area for the elevators. Now we have some unfinished business in the Placid Steps. We did find all the rooms here in the steps. Oh. I just want to check out on these big areas to see if there's any noteworthy rooms that I did miss. But I think... Okay, there is actually a spot in the mirror that I missed. We can check that out. But largely, though, I'm sure I think I did find everything. Yeah. So yeah, there's some spots in the deep docks that we really can't do anything with at the Mo. So yeah, you know, for being mapless this whole game, yeah, there's some underworked spots that aren't really important. For being largely mapless this whole game, I think I did really, really well. That's how well I know this game by now. So now it is time for the fleas to head off to their final destination. There is actually a little missable thing I forgot about when I was moving the fleas. We'll talk about it a little bit later. It's not really a big deal, though. So they are here at the Pale Lake and the Putrefied Ducks. We are now in Fleetopia. So yeah, if you played your needle in here, like, kind of back when like the fleas were ready to move, but Hornet hadn't found this place yet, you would have gotten some special dialogue if you examined this. Like, Hornet would have acknowledged the fact that, oh, the fleas could actually move here, I should talk to them and stuff. So Vogue here, she sells us maps for the missing fleas. But I found every flea without her, so she has no maps to sell. Unfortunately, we cannot quit work because that was a save point just now. We have to make our way out of the ducks manually. And this is actually pretty annoying, because we're going to be revisiting the fleas a couple times. And they just didn't choose a good spot. At all. I think I actually need to kill one of these things with a journal. Well, I got what I wanted. also shouldn't have to kill that many of them for the journal. You know, I gotta collect 4 more of them. I don't think there's anything down here. It's just this jerk. I'll just get back. It don't matter. We could turn in the Hunch's quest since we're here, but we're not going to do that until Act 3, because reasons. Too bad it doesn't actually count for the journal when you kill them like that. Like, it counts enemies when they fall into spikes or something. Alright. Alright. What do I want to do now? I guess we'll go back to the Grand Bellway. Because now that we have moved the fleas to their final destination... God, oh my god, I had to talk to the Flea Master again. I completely forgot. Oh, that's annoying. Now I gotta want to go through all that again, but I can get those things on the journal at least. So yeah, now we're gonna officially get our reward for finding all the fleas. Which is the Egg of Flelia is a completely useless charm that I will never use. It basically decreases the cost of silk skills while your health is full, but anything that requires my health to stay full is just never gonna get used. And I don't even rely on the silk skills as much as I do the tools. Yeah, I never had to kill that enemy again. No, y'all ain't worth my time. You can see why having the free heal is super nice. Alright, Aerta, once more from the top. Now to the Grand Bellway. gonna save here. So we can be a little bit lazy in a minute. So now we're gonna finally talk to this guy who's been wanting to talk to us the whole time. So yeah, he's acknowledging all the pilgrims that are coming to the first shrine, living in peace. Whole lot of helping we've been doing. And now we get this dialogue. It's feeling almost time, eh, Bellringa? Blah 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 blah. So, this side quest only appears when the following conditions are met. We defeat Lace up on the elevator, like we just did. We bring the fleas to Fleetopia. We do Chakra's quest, as well as like most of the Wishboard quests, including like you had to get the Bell Home and Bell Heart, which involves doing the donations and getting the silver bells. You had to do Sherma's quest in Whiteward, of course. You also need to get the Snare Setter down in Weaveness Atla and the Seek Your Soul in Biowater. So yeah, those are basically all the main conditions to activate this quest. And what he wants us to do is, well, right now we gotta go get the other 2 souls from certain places, but we are not going to do that quite yet, because we got another important quest to do. We are finally going to hand in this darn baby. Like, back in my first playthrough, I don't even remember when I first found the baby. All I know is I never turned the baby in until near the end of Act 3. It's like, I was pretty much out of things to do, and I was like, okay, I need to look up what to do with this darn baby, once and for all. Gonna farm these little buggers, these flowers really, for the journal. Don't think I should go down this way, because this is how we got to the flea, which means the dead end. Farming these for some money. Farm the shards when I can too, obviously. So we had to bring this baby back to Greyroot here in Shellwood because they look exactly alike. And of course, this quest only activates after you do the Poison Polyp quest. We're doing the Rite of Rebirth.
Benny Frank.
So, Hornet has just been impregnated. And we can see the husks of other pilgrims who've been victimized to this event. We are here in the Chapel of the Witch. And we're in a new underground zone of Greymore. I mean, Shellwood. Because, you know, just talk to Greyroot. So just confuse it with Greymore. There's actually a couple treasures we can get here, like this Weave Effigy. We cannot heal ourselves, nor can we use any tools or charms. But we are permitted 3 strands of silk to use our items, basically, our progression powers. There's some more very poorly placed shards. Very poorly placed. We can come down here and open a shortcut to the Marrow to see where that lets out. Yeah, remember this big old attack on Titan Face that was, you know, right there where it meets Shellwood? Well, here's where that leads. It connected to the Witch Chapel all along. But now coming up here, we can open another shortcut. Back to main Shellwood. And from here... Yeah, we are directly beneath this shaft, so we just gotta climb up here to get to the station. The cool thing about the Witch Quest Pogo attack is it does, like, 2 quick attacks, but they're actually weaker than 1 basic attack. Because otherwise these flower enemies would die in 2 hits. A couple NPCs have unique dialogue for this. The first one, well, really the only one we're going to visit is Ava. And since we are here, there's actually something we can collect here in Bone Bottom that we need for that quest. So yeah, we get the Maiden Soul from the Chapel Maid. And with that, we're gonna go visit Ava. Stay back, twisted leech. You are lodged within another shell. Your ravenous nature shines clear. You shall not defile this chamber, nor claim my soul. Be gone! So yeah, Ava will bar us from entry because she does not recognize Hornet from the parasite lodged within her. Won't even sing for us. So yeah, that's the main thing I wanted to show there. Still gotta defeat Morwing. You really don't have to beat Morwing for anything, just for some slight convenience, but, you know, Morwing's there. We should kill her eventually. Yeah, we're gonna go to Bellheart now, just so we can... We'll talk to a couple more people, and we'll also get the other thing we need. Actually, the other thing we need is right down there. We'll go back down there in a sec. So yeah, it's mostly the Bellheart people who acknowledge your condition. Like, these guys will not let you do any delivery missions. But the other traders are still willing to trade with you. Like with this. Shastinga. Shafelekna. I guess we'll just talk to Shagra since she's our bestie. Alright. Yeah, now she's seeing it. Honestly, her compass is gonna be like the last thing we buy. It'd be funny. So yeah, the people here do hint where to go next. Like, Pavo there will tell you to go speak to the hermit down here, who coincidentally we need to speak to. Something for this other side quest. This will actually be our first time speaking to him. He likes to call us a slave, but now we gotta talk to him again. And now, yeah, now we're gonna get his, hermit's soul. So yeah. He will also, tell you to visit the doctor up in the moors for, you know, this parasite, but we're not gonna do that yet either. Because there is something special you can do with this sickness that you can only do in Act 2. Sadly, though, I didn't do this quest until Act 3. We are heading to the terminus. The cradle. We see a bunch of cages that look like the ones Hornet was taken in. Now it's time to learn some good lore. Weaver and Eighth Part lasted their line, frail with age, tracked and taken in sand sea waste. 7 choristors, 9 envoys lost to task. So we're learning about other Weavers and new locations. We're also learning they put up quite a fight, though. Weaver and Eighth Part lasted their line, mortally wounded. Tracked and taken in the Black Barrens. 4 choristors, 1 reed lost to task. So yeah, he was mortally wounded, but he took out one of the Grand Reed guys. You know, that are in that big hallway. Weaver and Quarter Part lasted their line, staked to service. Tracked and taken beneath the City of Steel. 8 choristors, 12 envoys lost to task. That we may bow, that we may sing, holy silk, that we may pray, by your grace, sponsored sacrifice. There is some, like, fan-made maps of the City of Steel, like, they hope it will be a DLC area, and it makes me wish it were true. We're gonna get the Sea of Sorrows, so that's promising in its own right. actually. There's the map for this place, but we don't need to buy it. It's a very easy area to navigate. And this is Widow. This is where Widow was made. Our light divine, spin, bind, punish. Wake, wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. Our mother, true, of the first, the last. Devotion to you. If we head down here, we can get a nifty little shortcut. That takes us right back to the save room. So now we are going to meet the Queen. There'll also be a secret room somewhere here. I think it's down here. So yeah, a little secret shard replenishing room. We can't really use any shards for this fight, so it's nice to have them. In the first game, we fought the sun. Now we fight the moon. Grandmother Silk. And you get an alternate ending if you defeat her with this curse active. No tools, no healing. You really gotta know what you're doing here. That was terrible, actually. First phase done. Yeah, since he does 2 hearts of damage, then you basically got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. That's why it's going to go into this fight with all 9 masks. Not to mention the fully strengthened needle. Well, that was terrible. I just rely on the claw line when I can, too. It's not like I'm saving my silk for anything else. Ouch. Ah. Well, on the other hand, we get to see a unique-looking cocoon after we die, with this curse on. I'm an idiot. I was supposed to just keep going up here. We got this shortcut right now. And that's what our cocoon looks like. It's all twisted with wood. Wood. Of course, it wouldn't be an annoying run back without having to see this cutscene every time. Go! So I gotta try to survive 3 more hits again. Ow. You barely see those, I'm just saying. Ah! What I should try to do are pause strats, kind of like I did with Nightmare King Grim, just to anticipate where the position of those blades. Honestly, I don't even know if I want to do this challenge. You know, we'll give it a few decent attempts before I call it quits. I just want to show that you can do it. Go! First freaking hit! Absolutely terrible. Oh, that was terrible. I should have just worked on evading. I always end up taking 2 hits in this first phase. It's too high there, apparently. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more attempt, then I'm calling it quits. This really isn't worth doing. Oh, come on! Should've just clawline through it. Come on! Yeah, I give up. That is just a terrible run. Yeah, we're not gonna do this challenge. I'm sorry. That's just too hard for my patience. So basically, what happens is that the parasite swallows up both Hornet and Grandmother Silk, and they both get turned into wood. And then the screen cuts to black as you hear like a cracking sound followed by the monstrous screech, as in like the parasite's evolving. And then you get the twisted child ending. And it looks pretty cool, but I don't have the patience for it.
Cadastre.
Nata miss. Gedik gero.
Nesvir.
Yeah, okay, now they're just having dialogue about the white word. This is just like a delayed dialogue right here. Yeah, now we're talking about how he defeated Lace.
Gafama. Rondaga.
No, Finestra.
So now we're gonna give away the 3 souls and the snare setter, so we will never have the snare setter again.
No, Sobo. Sakura do Nata miss.
To me again.
So yeah, that paves us the way to Act 3, but we cannot actually get to Act 3 without first getting rid of this parasite, or else it'll just automatically trigger the Twisted Child ending. Now we are off to the moors. So yeah, we can only enter this house while we had the sickness. We had to trigger her first
カ
dialogue.
ダストマン
Because she only wants to see a specimen with something nasty inside them.
メラソジャラジャラジャラ
Like me.
カテストレ
メロセン
So yeah, the Great Yarnaby. She was banished from Belhart for her controversial experiments on pilgrims. But now we need her help. In infestation operation.
どうなのジャラジャラジャラ
But now we have to go talk to Benjamin and Krull. At Sinner's Road. Should have stayed at the Grand Bellway, but whatever. Actually, you know what? Let's go talk to the architect. Because now that we actually have the architect melody, there's something we can get from her as well.
That's fine.
So now we have some special dialogues where the architect reveals that her power is running out and no one else can make another architect. Strange, for Farling Eternal states the directive cage, but how can eternity sustain without an architect to serve? This seems error. An end? An error? Welcome? So yeah, she is welcome for this error. She wants for Farloom Eternal to end. And now she can be free. So now if we leave Underworks and come back, and that is the end of the Architects. The Pristine Core contains 220 shards, and there's only 2 of them in the whole game. We just got the first one. Now, obviously, the fastest way to Sinner's Road is through Biowater. It's not like we need the silk for anything else. So now we got parasites on top of a parasite. Now, if you did this in Act 3, Benjamin and Kroll would be dead, and you could get these steel spines for free. Along with their tax if you haven't done their side quest. But now you have to pay just a few rosaries. Not really that bad.
You offended?
And now we get a very disturbing scene that's meant to be analogous to a certain real-life surgery. Sorry about that. Anyway, we got the Crest of Witch, and this is the last crest we can get in Act 2 and 1. Madam, I shan't lie. That was an ordeal such as I have rarely suffered. And believe me, Hornet has been through a lot. So we get some extra little dialogue if we talk to her some more, and we won't have another chance because she'll lock us out of our house forever.
Yanara.
Yeah, do not pry into me further.
That's fine. So yeah, now we can use the Witch Crest's attributes freely as we like. Naturally, we will use up the last of our memory lockets. Actually, there's some memory lockets I forgot to use up for the other crest, but that doesn't matter. That in a second. So you can't equip yellow tools on this crest unless you use the Vesta crest. But you get 3 blue tools, which is super nice. But on top of having all the crests that we can right now, we also have all the memory lockets.
Oh, I am wrong. We are missing a memory locket somewhere. Okay, this is actually pretty unfortunate. I know I got the one in the Wormways. I know I got the 2 in Greymore. Did I get the one in the Halfway Home in Greymore, actually? I don't remember. I know I got the one in the slab. Got the one in, Okay, I'm gonna have to actually look this up, because I don't remember where I'm missing one. I guess we'll just swing back to Greymore just in case. Ah, okay. Okay, I never picked up that one, even though... It's ironic, because that was actually the last memory lock I found in my first playthrough. And now it's not technically the last one I'm finding now, just the ones that we currently can get. Alright, so that's a load off my chest right there. So yeah, now we are all decked out with the memory lockets. And for the Witch Crest, so like, when you're healing with the Witch Crest, you have to be near enemies, because you're sapping the life directly from them. Of course, you can still only get up to 3 hearts, unless you use the multi-binder. But when you couple that with the Claw Mirror, you can do serious damage to enemies while healing, basically. It's very nice. Anyway, now that we're here, we are going to fight that little mini-boss that's in the Wormways tunnel. I should actually equip a better tool than the tax for this. Like, the cogflies. Seems to be the best pick here, eh? Haha! Vault vessels are the best! And for our troubles, we get a beast shard. Very delicious.
Hang on. Let's actually do this right now so we can equip. Then again, it's not going to matter once we get down there, I guess. So we'll just wait till we get down there. We should be able to do it with the reserve bind anyway. So before we send Ava off forever, we're going to do one last interesting thing with her. By finally using our Architect Crest. So to recap, the Architect Crest can repair tools if you hold up while healing. And you can use that trick to give yourself even more lifeblood hearts. Until this happens. So how this works is similar to the Hive Blood from Hollow Knight, where your health will regenerate. Basically, if I take damage right now, my health can regenerate. Ava doesn't like that either. Come no closer. I sense the forbidden blood coursing through you, that which grows and reshapes the world in its own vulgar image. Whether it was imbibed willingly or not, none shall be allowed into this chamber while so afflicted. Begone! Yeah, she doesn't approve of what Hornet's been doing with her body. So yeah, that's the last cool thing we're gonna do with Ava before we send her packing. So first off, we get another upgrade for our Hunter's Crest, which we will not use, because like it basically makes you even stronger as long as you don't get hit, but I'm not good at not getting hit. But because we have every memory locket that we can get right now, we can get Ava's final upgrade before Act 3. The SILKSONG. Our silk will regenerate at a bench. Just like Saluber's Blessing from the first game. So now Ava is inside of us, just like the parasite once was. So right now, there is one more quest we can do in Act 2. Knock it out, have less to do later. So, defeating Lace will unlock another special delivery mission here. The liquid lacquer. We had to get to the mask maker's house at Mount Fay before taking 3 hits. Let's do this. Fall down here, but whatevs. That's where we went for the Chapel of the Witch, of course. Oh, God! Well, we're already failing this one. So didn't expect that little frickin' ambush down there, eh? Like before, we are taking the spa route. Although we're not actually going to cross through the spa this time. This room's empty, because sometimes enemies can appear in this room along with the sentinel, otherwise it's an empty room. But this time we're going to go to the slab. And just be careful going along here, because there are some enemies. Okay then. Honestly, like, because of those Beamos enemies, it's not safe to go through that tunnel. I think I feel safer just climbing up the mountain normally. Shortcut we can take here, of course.
That's fine. Imagina fora.
So yeah, first try, baby. I guess now I'll just buy some housewares. Because I just love decorating Hornet's little home. Yeah, I could save this money for more important stuff, but nah, this is more important, honestly. We'll get plenty of money in Act 3 anyway. So yeah, for finding all the cylinders, we can buy a gramophone to actually listen to the music here. It's very nice. I think we'll save up for that next, eh? Right now, though, there is another cool little thing I want to try. After we equip our Beast Crest. Yeah, we're gonna try another stupid Beast Crest jump. Actually, right now I can't even do it properly. So might as well just unequip it for now. Oh well. I'll just leave it on, just try it out. So we've never been inside the Grand Gates elevator room here. Yeah, we can't actually squeeze up there yet, can't we? That's nice. So we think it's gonna go up, but nope, it actually wants to take us down. Because this elevator puts pilgrims to work. Uh-oh. Reduce us the 1 health of that. I guess this room can only be open from this side, too. So yeah, now we're back in the main area of Underworks that we already explored. Haha! Ambush. Nice. But that just puts me up to full health for free, so what do I need a bench for, eh? Yeah, those benches are pretty much useless. Where am I? I don't think I want to be in here, actually. Yeah, it does go higher, duh. Hey, here's another room I've never actually been inside. Oh yeah, I forgot that's how the Beast Crest heals. Oh boy. Alright then. We got some free money at least, eh? I guess there is a reason to come in here.
Alright, so let's go back to the Grand Gate and attempt that again, even though I don't think we'll be successful. Like, we just barely clipped that corner. I am really trying, honestly. I don't know how they did it. Oh, okay, that is an exercise and a half. Yeah, we're just not gonna do that, sorry.